What's up? Hey, so I picked up a knife recently from Arena Accessories, and the owner, Todd, who is a good friend of the channel's, decided to send over an exclusive knife that they have, a fixed blade, so that we could check it out on the channel. So for that, thanks, man. I appreciate you, Todd, and we're going to run it through its paces. We'll check it in and check it out and see what we think of it. There's a lot in this box, man. There's a bunch of different scales, different colors. They're all the same scale, but there's a gray and a green and then a tan, all in the same micarta. And then there's the actual piece, and it's got black micarta, same scale. And then it's got this nice kydex sheath with the hard metal belt loop on it that I am a super fan of. I'm a real fan of this retention because it's incredibly sturdy. But anyways, we'll come back to the sheath and a knife because there was also a quick connect clip that can attach to the kydex sheath, so that, you know, the beauty of these, I mean, I'll just check this in real quick. It's got all the hardware. I say all the hardware. It's 2 screws and a couple of standoff spacers. But the neat thing about these is that, let's see, come on, man. Got to be smarter than the sheath. Is that you can take it on and off your belt without having to undo your belt. That's the nice thing about these. Yep. And they're adjustable. You can pull these out, narrow it up, or completely take this out. And I think you can get up to like a 2-inch blade or a 2-inch belt in here. Definitely a thick, like a gun belt like I wear. It'll work in here. And then look at all the different mounting options you've got inside of here. Yeah, so pretty nice. Pretty nice. All right. So, and last but not least, it came with an Arena Accessories sticker. Never enough knives. So true. So true, man. I mean, I always think, like, you know, unfortunately, it's hoarding at this point for me. Like, I've accepted the truth, but there used to be a time where the way I used to measure my knife collecting was I'd buy a new case, and then I'd count the number of empty spaces, and then I'd say, well, I have 20 knives to buy, and when I get that 20, then I'm done. And that rule doesn't work no more because I just buy more cases. Yeah, man, come on. Hey, let's get to this knife. So this is an exclusive Arena knife. This is something that they exclusively provide. Let's get it out of here and get a look at it. Yeah, it's a full tang. It's called a routine. Full tang in Sandvik 14C28N. It's got these black micarta scales on it, but clearly you can change it. There's 4 separate colors that you can go with. Yeah, fairly thick stock, full tang, and it's got a lanyard hole. So you could put a lanyard on here. And I'm always kind of iffy about these holes, but I can tell you, man, the ergonomics on this hole, this works for me. And when we really talk about the ergonomics of being confident, not so confident, or very confident, come into play with this hole that they put into this steel. Yeah, so it's a smaller piece, lightweight, less than 3-inch blade. And yet, with the finger in the hole, I'm able to get all 4 fingers on here and my thumb up into the jimping. Yeah. And this sheath is very tight. No movement in here. No, there's no way to shake this out of that sheath. But it's got a platform for the thumb. So if you're taking it out index finger first, just push with the thumb and that thing pops right out of there. There's enough tension that it actually springs off of the knife. Yeah. Pretty cool. And I like that. I like the assist trying to get it out like that. It comes attached to carry it vertical on a belt, but definitely could change and scout carry this knife. I'm pretty sure it would fit across here and here. I mean, you could put it at an angle. This thing could go on a belt just about any way you want it. And it's worth mentioning that I think this knife would be an excellent candidate for like an ulti clip. Put an ulti clip on here and clip it right into the pocket versus a folder. This could absolutely take the place of a folder and become a fixed blade carry versus a folder. Yeah, pretty nice. Gotta weigh less than 3 ounces. I like it. Let's talk about we'll talk about price and availability and all this stuff. I'll get down into those weeds. Let's go right to the ergonomics on this knife. You know, that finger hole. So if we're talking not so confident, and very confident with a knife, that finger hole provides for a confident to very confident grip. And what that means is if I was bringing this knife to bear forward like this, and I met resistance coming forward, am I confident or very confident or not so confident that my fingers wouldn't come up and over the blade? Well, with this finger hole makes it, to me, a perfect self-defense or backup self-defense. We can have that debate. Is it good primary self-defense weapon or a secondary self-defense? But I can definitely tell you that it goes whoop all the way up to very confident. Just because of the ring and the locked-in nature of this, the 3 fingers and the way that this tucks down into the palm, it's even angled properly so that this thing, I mean, I am extremely locked in on this little blade. I mean, is it a penetrate 8 inches of material and go past? No, it's only this long, but you can't minimize the effectiveness of 2 inches. How long is this blade? I'm gonna look. Okay, it's 2.5 inches long. It's less than 3 ounces, like 2.4 ounces, and I think overall it's like 6 inches long. Yeah, so very compact, but the effectiveness as a self defense piece with a very confident grip. I mean, without question, they've accomplished that here. My understanding is that they came up with this to replace another fixed blade knife that they have. And I don't know which one that one is, but this thing's pretty outstanding. I mean, just this grip. It's small, it's unobtrusive, it's, you know, like if I was to take this out and cut something at the post office or whatever, nobody in the post office is gonna, dial 911 and, oh, guys got. No, it's just it's a smaller, unaggressive or unassuming little knife. Now, of course, knowing eyes are gonna look at that and go, yeah, that thing's capable. No question about it. It's capable. Yeah. So the ergonomics are awesome. The ability of this sheath to have an ulti clip go in pocket to scout carry. I mean, I don't. It'll only take me a second. Let me get a bit here. It shouldn't take but just a minute to. Let's move this to another position. It should go right to scout carry. Yeah, it doesn't line up that way, but that's all right. We'll just pull this one. Because one of these is adjustable. It's on a track. So what that tells me, because a lot of times you get these and these holes are fixed. These holes right here are fixed. And so it's only going to fit in certain holes. Well, with this being adjustable like this, my experience tells me that this is going to give me a lot of options on this sheath. And I believe I can get all the way across the front of it right here. It'll fit. Yeah, so I can scout carry and get all the way towards the front. I think I can even flip it around. What am I trying to do there? Yeah, I could even flip it around to where the belt is behind the knife. So I'm really forward, but I think I would choose this way here. I mean, if you're going to do one of these, it's the way to do it. You want it to. Here's what I'm trying to say. You know, I've done a lot of fixed blades lately on the channel, but I own a lot of fixed blades knives, and a lot of times these Kydex sheaths and these clips, even these clips, the holes. Yeah, there's a ton of holes in this Kydex. And then there's holes, pardon me, in the clip, but they don't line up. They, you know, in the end, you only have one or two options because the holes don't line up. And so you're left kind of, I don't know, I'm left kind of frustrated. It's like, well, you put all these holes in there, but I can't turn the knife. It's only going to go one way. Where on this one with that adjustability here, I mean, I'm pretty sure I go here, I go here, I could probably go here and put the knife on an upward angle so that, you know, it's facing up towards me. Whether it's in a forward grip, you know, cross grip, it's up, so I'm reaching this way, or it's on this side where I'm grabbing it in a reverse grip, it's facing up towards me. So the knife is up and waiting on me here to come out. Now I'm in a reverse grip, finger in the hole, very confident, secure. Yeah, the reverse grip on this is stunning. Anyway, so I just wanted to see, and with this adjustability, man, that's the way to do that. No doubt about it. Changing these scales out is pretty simple. I'm not going to go through that, but a couple of screws and boom. Yeah, very simple. So, man, I kind of have a dilemma now. And the dilemma is I really like this knife. And I think the name of it is pretty appropriate. Let me get a piece of paper here. Okay, well, why do I say that the name is appropriate? Well, the name routine. Listen, if you've ever thought about carrying a fixed blade knife, I see this kind of fills that gap for me. It's not, it's not way out there. It's not this big overbearing piece. It's small. I think it's functional, and I could definitely open the door to a different carry piece. I mean, listen, it's not far-fetched to think you start out with, a nice little slippy without a pocket clip that, like a case knife or something that you just carry in your pocket. Well, then somebody says, hey, I've got a folding knife. Maybe it's a gift or whatever. It's probably not this big bruiser. This is in my back pocket today. Oh, I love my Bravo, my Kubey Bravo, man. But then you go to a folder with a liner lock or a frame lock, maybe a bolster lock. And of course, nowadays you got axis locks and plunge locks and button locks. You got all that kind of stuff. But maybe you move to a folder, that kind of thing. And trying to make the leap to a fixed blade can be difficult because they're big and overbearing. I think routine's a perfect word for this knife. I really do, man. Because this could definitely become the daily routine. especially with like an ulti-clip. I mean, I don't know. Todd may sell ulti-clips over there on his site. I have no idea. Maybe he does, maybe he doesn't. But I know you can pick them up, overnight, relatively cheap from Amazon. So that this could actually go in a pocket. But this is pretty slick too, man. Easy to get a belt on, get it off, and of course the other adjustable clip. I mean, that's probably the best of all the worlds because you can just close it, clip it, stick it on the belt, take it off the belt when you're going to dinner or, once you're home, whatever. Anyways, I got a piece of paper for a reason. I wonder how this 14C is holding up. And I'm a huge fan of 14C. Look at this thing. Yeah, I mean, just creep its way, just push it right through this super fine phone book paper. Yeah, come on, man. That's the way it should come. It's the way when you get a knife, in my opinion, it's the way it should come. If you got to go sharpening them up, something's kind of wrong. I'm paying for a sharp knife. I'm not paying for a dull knife. Now, if somebody said, hey, here's the price for the knife, it's dull. If you want it sharpened, it's an extra whatever. I mean, fair enough. Truth in advertising, right? But, yeah, come on, man. I'm going to wrap up. But not the way you expect. So, I'm going to go ahead. Todd was gracious enough to send it over so we could check it out on the channel. I'm going to put a link down below that takes you right to his site. Now, we're an affiliate of Arena Accessories, and so if you use the link and then purchase one of these, I don't know, maybe it's a code, man. I don't really know. I don't do a lot of these affiliate things. So if you get it off the affiliate link, man, that's awesome. And if the channel can earn a little bit to help keep it going forward, that's awesome. If you don't, and Todd gets a sale over there and the channel doesn't, I'm okay with that too, man. It doesn't, it's not like that for me, honestly, on the channel. I just want to keep the channel moving. That's important. And you know what? He provided me with a really cool knife that, here's the dilemma. I want to keep this knife, but I'm not going to. I definitely want to keep this knife. This would 100,000,000% find its way in my pocket. Very confident grip, an excellent, with an ulti-clip and a pair of shorts, a nice little fixed blade, very cool. But I'm going to turn it into a giveaway on the channel. Yep, we'll give this one away. It'll show up in a give it away now video. And since he was kind enough to send it over, we're going to pass it on to the viewers of the channel. So one way that you can thank Todd and Arena Accessories is, man, go pop into his site and look around, whether it's this routine or something else he's got over there on his channel or on his website. Go check him out. Todd, I appreciate you sending it, and appreciate y'all watching. But watch for this. It's going to show up in a give it away now video sometime soon. I appreciate y'all. Thanks for watching.